welcome to another episode of Asexual, my asexual life. This is the place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in your own. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button below right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live right now, post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful, helpful, insightful in any way, shape or form. I have to let you know I've had some technical difficulties tonight, so you might have seen the stream start a few minutes ago and then it went off again. So I do apologise, and there seems to be a lag as well on my mouth. So there's not going to be a lot I can do about that. It's a YouTube issue, not really an issue that I can actually deal with this end. So anyway, hopefully you'll be able to hear me fine and this will go really, really well. If you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this beautiful book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. I'm also the founder of Asexualise, the founder of Asexualise Academy. Hello, Theola. I had some technical difficulties earlier and it went off really quickly, so hopefully it won't happen this time. It's to do with YouTube Studio. It's not my end. So, but I know they're trying to get people over to a new type of live streaming, which I prefer the traditional one. The other one requires downloading software and all sorts of stuff. But yes, so I'm here now. Anyway, so this video is all about shit, excuse the language, shit sexuals say to asexuals on sexual dating sites. And yes, this is about the mingle2.com site that I told you about. Now, I'm still on the site. I feel good about being on the site, actually, despite the fact there's a lot of sexuals on there. I feel hopeful. I think it's good for me to be on there. I'm quite good at working out all the fakers usually. So yeah, I'm feeling good about being on there because at the end of the day, you know, dating, the whole dating game is a numbers game. The more people you speak to, the more likely you are to find someone who's the right person for you. I know, Theola, you deleted it. That's fine. I'm experienced with heterosexuals. I know kind of what I'm up against and what I'm looking for. I'm not saying all the dating apps. Yeah, I'm not saying I won't come off this site, but at the moment I'm on it. The guy who said he wasn't asexual, it is kind of. I told him to look at grey asexuality because it is possible. But yeah, so there is a guy on there that doesn't like sexual intercourse. So, but he likes kissing and stuff. The fact is, unfortunately, he's a lot older than me. He's like 48 years old in birth certificate age. I'm a lot younger than that. So it's kind of like he's not really age-wise my type. But he did say he's looking for it. We've been chatting a bit more, and he did say he's looking for a serious relationship, which surprisingly not many women on that site, he said, is looking for. And so, yeah, I do think I do think it seems like it's not just men, it's women on this site as well. Because I had another guy as well saying he gets a lot of women after money and buying him stuff from foreign countries. So I don't think it's just the men on this site that are bad. I think there's quite a few women that are not so good either. But I mean, obviously there is ASAP, which is an asexual dating app, but there's still, you know, fakes and scammers on that, you know, but there's some genuine people on there too. I mean, I had an Indian guy connect with me on ASAP, but he lives in India, so he's no good. And that's an asexual guy, and he didn't need marriage either. So anyway, I would go through some of the shit that sexuals say to asexuals. But I mean, I think they just taught this a lot to most people, but this particular thing was quite personal because of my asexuality. So this is a guy on here. He does live in my country, right? And he decided to private message me and be quite dominatingly rude, I would say. So he goes, "You're weird, laugh out loud." I said, "Absolutely, thank you. Hetero asexual, not heterosexual." And then he decides to get dominating, as in telling me what to do. Well, come on, I'm from up north and I've grown up around Asian and Eastern European communities. What Indian is going to want a relationship when you just hold hands, cuddle and kiss? So some Indian guy is going to walk down the street with you holding hands? Question mark. he would be betraying his own faith and would probably risk being alienated by his own family for choosing love out of his own religion. So what is he going to tell his family? Oh, it's okay, mum and dad. It's only pretend. We're not up to anything. It's just a mutual arrangement. Come on, get real, lass. Ha ha, with two like laughing faces. I mean, that guy's just so blimmin' rude. Yeah, exactly, Theola. It's so rude. What's it got to do with him anyway? Why is he interested? What business is it in? And for a start, there was a guy that was snogging me for over an hour in the club, as we all know, and he held my hand as we went out. Yeah, he didn't want to see me afterwards, but it doesn't matter. Still snogging me in front of everyone. And he's got his own job in Exeter. And his parents don't even live anywhere near him, so it's just rubbish. Yeah, it was very, very rude, you know? Very, very rude. I didn't write back to him because I'm not going to entertain him, because a lot of these guys, they just want attention. Do you know what I mean? And actually, what's quite hilarious is I was born up north. I wasn't born in the south. So actually, I come from up north originally. So yes, it's very rude. You know what I mean? It's very, very rude. Very, very nastily rude. So that was the first message I wanted to say. Yeah, it's very bad. Do you know what I mean? Very bad. I mean, you know, why is he being such an idiot? Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's some guys for you, innit? Idiots. Not asexuals I'm talking about. Well, some asexuals aren't always great, because obviously just because you're asexual doesn't mean to say you're always great. But how he talked to you, exactly, Theola. I mean, the content was bad enough because he was taking the mickey out what I like in terms of the fact of asexuality. But yeah, how he talked to me. It's like I'm a 5-year-old. It's like I'm a 2-year-old daughter of his or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and my birth certificate age is on this particular site because you have to put it on there. But I have to say, is a lot of the foreign guys I speak to, they got their age on their profile is different to what they say in private message. I had an Indian guy in the UK message me today, right? And I told him I couldn't be interested in him because I couldn't trust him, because his profile said a different age to what he told me in private message. I think private message he said was 24. His profile said 25. I said, I can't be interested in you because I can't trust you when your age on your profile is different to private message. They do that a lot on this site. A lot of the guys do. It's really weird. Really weird. So anyway, the only one I've had a decent conversation with so far is a guy that doesn't like sexual intercourse, which of course I can relate. He can relate to me more. He said, "Oh, it's a very interesting very interesting talking to you." So that's kind of nice. There's someone that at least I can, have a decent. And there's a foreign guy, I think he's foreign, that approached me and just asked me how I'm getting on with the site. So he looks quite decent. He looks like a doctor actually, but again, he's older than I would usually go for. But I'm trying to broaden my horizons a bit just in case. Oh, hi, John. Nice to see you. From Twitter. I know John from Twitter. I don't think I replied to your last message, John, but I did see it in an email come through. So I'm glad you managed to catch my channel. So yeah, this video is all about shit sexuals say to asexuals on sexual dating sites, because I'm asexual, which means I lack sexual attraction. Yeah, I know. I got that on Mingles too. Yeah. And I thought I'd just read some of it out because some of it's such corny chat-up lines. Such corny chat-up lines. Where was it? There was a really funny one that just made me laugh so much. Oh, right. There's this one today, which I haven't even opened. And most of these people, they don't even live in the UK. So this guy's going, "How are you, sugar? You are so beautiful. Your beauty is special. Oh, your beauty is driving me crazy. I love to know you. Please, can you be my woman? Please. I'm single guy, 30 years old from Nigeria." And he's got an address of America, Illinois, Chicago as well. That's what always makes me laugh about these people. They don't even put they're in Nigeria. "Please be my woman. I will treat you like a queen if you give me a chance. You can talk much better on WhatsApp. Here's my number." What would What would a sensible value woman or girl who's got anything about a bother with this type of guy? Seriously, honestly, he needs a delete or a block. It just makes me laugh. These type of people. It's like have they got nothing better to do than waste their time? So on the good thing on Mingles 2.com, which isn't a asexual dating site, obviously it's a sexual one, you can actually block them. You can delete their messages or you can block them as well. So all you do is you just go here and you just block whatever people you want and then they don't come up again. So that's quite a handy feature. I quite like that. And then I had one guy who doesn't even he lives in Kathmandu. He does actually, Lordy, somebody help him. Exactly, John. There's so many people like that, you know what I mean? But I think it's not just guys on here. I think it's women as well. So there was a really, really corny. Oh, there's one. Clearly he hasn't read my profile. A very queen. This guy goes sexy, kiss, kiss. It's like, yeah, I might be sexy, but I'm not interested in sex. Oh my lord. And it's a complete wrong thing to say to an asexual person, is it? Oh yeah, they want you to talk on WhatsApp. They did that to me. Come on, WhatsApp. Yeah. I told a guy in the UK that I'm not on WhatsApp because it's true, I'm not. All the sexual guys always ask that usually first. If a guy asks you for your WhatsApp number or to message you on WhatsApp, they're usually always sexual, highly sexual. That's something like that. They do it through Facebook. I get random guys messaging me on Facebook. And they're like, oh, WhatsApp me. No, they usually say, what's your WhatsApp number? I'm like, I'm not on WhatsApp and I'm not going on there either. Because I just know I get all the sexuals. Oh, dearie me. There was a really funny one that I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Seriously, I thought it was one of the worst chat lines. These chat lines are from the dark ages. I mean, these chat lines are something you would use 20 years ago, not in the 21st century. Do you know what I mean? It's like they really have got a big, serious problem, these guys, if they're still writing rubbish like this. There's another one. This made me really laugh, actually. Please either stop being attractive or chat with me. Your choice. Yeah, well, I know now. Yeah, so if anyone asks you for your WhatsApp number, it means they're highly sexual. They want sex. It's just like something they just say. It's funny. But yeah, I just thought this was hilarious because this guy's called Charming, HRT too. HRT, that's like a hormone replacement therapy. Sorry. Who gives themselves this stupid username? I mean, how is HRT appealing? Hormone replacement therapy. Charming hormone replacement therapy too. Does he even know what he's written in his username? I should write back and say, oh, how's the hormone replacement therapy going? Not that, I mean, obviously some people have to have HRT. It's not a laughing matter in reality of when people have to have it. But I'm just laughing at this guy that's trying to be so cool and sophisticated and sexy in a pose where he's lying on a bed and he's writing stupid usernames like that. I mean, does he not understand what he's written? There was one person on a site, I can't remember what it was, and in it, part of his name was actual shit. SHIT was part of his name. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't message him. He was like Indian looking. I'm like, I can't message him. It's just too much. It's just, I couldn't even say his name without laughing my head off. So, but yeah, please either stop being attractive or chat with me. Your choice. Oh, dearie me. It's just so funny. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, I got this guy from abroad trying to do the old getting to know me trick. So something they do, which they try and do, right, is they try, but it didn't work on me. This is a tactic they use a lot, sexuals, right? So I said, this guy approached me and said, hi, Sandra, I'm not close to you, but after reading your profile, I feel that you are the perfect match for me. And hopefully I'm also cute, also the one you're looking for. Let's talk further and know about each other if you're interested. And this guy is very aesthetically attractive, I have to say. But I said, hi, you're aesthetically beautiful, that's for sure, but I don't want a long distance relationship. I want a guy in the UK and I hate marriage. I don't like sex and I don't want kids either. I enjoy living in the UK and my flat is only suitable for one person. I like living on my own. I wish you the best of luck in finding someone. So just listen to this, right? This is a trap they try to get you into. I understand that long distance relationship is difficult. And if you love, bear in mind, I don't know this guy, if you love each other, marriage is not really important thing. Yeah, right. Don't forget this guy lives abroad and want a visa, right? So, also, I read your profile carefully, only then message you. If there's no sex, there's no chance of kids too. I've since read his profile again and he wants kids. See what I mean? They're just liars, these people. I'm actually planning to apply for my PhD. And if I get a chance to come to the UK for my studies, it will be great to have a companion like you. We'll both have our own lives with our own unique relationship, but it will obviously take some time. Now, this guy is in his 30s. What guy in his 30, well, 30, what guy who is 30 years old in a foreign country, 30 years old, wants to go back and study? They don't. It's a load of rubbish. Absolute load of rubbish. Oh, I didn't realise my charger is going. I need to charge my device. Yeah, so this is a trap they fall into. So what they do is they try and befriend you. So they'll say basically stuff that makes you feel like you're interested in a relationship, because they'll start talking about love and all these fancy words, right? Which we don't accept as people saying that to us, because obviously I just need to plug in. I've got a really long cable. I bought a long cable so I can still do my show despite when I need to plug this in. So excuse me, I've got to go off for 2 seconds. So yeah, see, I've still got my iPad here. Right, so but it's good for me to say this to you because you need to know what they're up to in case you ever do go on sexual dating sites, or even if it's an asexual person. There can be scammers on there. You've got to be careful, you know? So what they try and do is they then try, once you say I'm not interested in a long distance relationship, right, they will try and then still keep in connection with you because they want an online connection, because the idea is they build the trust, they connect with you emotionally through messaging in the hope that in the future you can't live without them and you need to help them get to your country with a visa. This is how they play it. It's all to do with emotional manipulation and mind stuff, right? By trying to touch on the points that a woman would traditionally want to have from a guy, you know, which is the word love, which is copying, trying to copy what I say back to me. So when I'm saying I don't want this type of relationship, he's then trying to say to me exactly what he thinks I want to hear and all this rubbish, right? So then you know, it's a load of rubbish, right? Going on about love and all marriage. You know, of course he wants marriage, right? So I said, well, Robin, I live in Exeter, which has its own university. One of the best, but it is about £16,000 per year, which is the truth. If a foreign guy wants to come to UK and he wants to study, for example, in my city, it's about £16,000 per year. I know this because I had an Algerian friend, I think it was a year before last, might have even been last year, and he was going to come to my city to study because he really wants to get out of his own country, and he is a studyaholic, really. He teaches English abroad, and he does study a lot. And he found out it's about 16,000. Sometimes they can get scholarships, but that's what they've got to be prepared to pay. And of course they're not, because it's all in their imagination, a lot of it. You know, oh, I'll get a girl in the UK. And it's just a load of rubbish. But of course, they think that I don't know what they're up to. So then I said, it was per year for an international student, right? 16,000. So unless you have that sort of money, then it won't be possible. If you are actually, this is what you say to them, right? If you do like them whatsoever, right? You say something like this. If you are actually in the UK in the future, then we can have a video chat first and maybe meet up if I am still single by then, right? But I won't put my life on hold for any guy. I'm happy to stay single until I meet the right guy for me who can stay in the UK without marriage. And that would mean you would need to work here for 5 years before you can get residency. Many foreign guys tried for me and could not get before. And they're all like, hopefully I'll get a scholarship and let's hope for the best thing to happen. And I put, okay, good luck with that. I am actively looking for a serious guy. So get back to me if and when you come to the UK. We don't want to waste each other's time. Definitely will let you know if I come there and if you're still single. So I put, I noticed you want children and I don't, so you wouldn't be suitable anyway. Do you know what I mean? These people are just talking rubbish. So sometimes you can play along with it, but, you know, make it clear that, you know, because what they do is they try and get you to think that you're kind of in a relationship with them or potential relationship with them. And do you know what I mean? You've got to be so careful. So just make it clear that if you're really genuine, when you get over to my country, when of your own accord, then you can look me up. Not before. Do you know what I mean? Eventually, I just stopped talking to him. Oh, right. There's another guy here. He's new. He's just come in. What country is he from? Oh, he's from a completely different country. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I am blah, 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 and I hope we can be friends with 3 kisses. I haven't got the time to waste. Oh, dearie me. So basically, you could put no thanks. No thanks. So that's if you feel generous in actually replying. So yeah, you know, these people just say absolute rubbish. Do you know what I mean? I actually went in the forum today and I haven't seen how it was. So I put a nice message in the forum. There's a forum in here. So I put a nice message in here all about being asexual. Does anyone else hate sex? I can't remember if it I haven't checked to see if anyone's replied. So let me see if anyone if it's been deleted or not. I thought I put new members welcome area, but I'm not sure if I did. So because it just said create a new message. So I'm not sure. I can't find it again. It's very interesting, isn't it? But you could I put, is there anyone else here who hates sex? But it's not come up, so I wonder if they've deleted it off or if it's just gone by the wayside. Because it just doesn't look like it's on there. But I don't even know where they go. There's someone in here, right? And they put, hi, I'm looking for someone that has a pug. That's really funny. I have to say though, I can't even see my post. I can't even see my post. So I'm wondering if it's been absolutely deleted. I don't even know how to use this thing. Well, it said create new post, so please post new topic. So I posted it. And it doesn't seem to be there anymore. But yes, so I'm not sure if they deleted it because I don't want sex. But because I did it I did it today. Oh, yesterday now. And I can't find it anymore. So I presume they've deleted it. It was like it was like I hate sex. Is there anyone else that hates sex? Something like that. So it looks like basically they've completely got rid of what I wrote. like they deleted it or something. So that's very interesting, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, so it's just like rubbish what they write, you know? And there was, what else was it what else was it they were writing? Oh, this is it. This guy, right? So this guy apparently lives in the UK, but I think he doesn't really. And he apparently lives near where I was born. But then he's put, "Morning beautiful, how are you doing?" And then he didn't answer where he lives. So I said, "What road or street do you live in?" Because my family, I grew up there, and he couldn't answer, which makes me think he's in a foreign country, really. And then he said, "Oh, why you hate sex, beautiful?" I said, "Because I'm hetero, asexual, and sexual orientation, not heterosexual. I don't experience sexual attraction. It's not interesting for me." But I mean, so yeah, oh, that guy's written back when I said no, thanks. Oh, what else was? Oh, it was a really highly sexual guy that wrote to me. Oh yeah, this was a guy earlier that he was an Indian guy, but yeah, it's a shame because he lives in the UK as well. It's a shame he had to lie about his age. So yeah, so he put yeah, because he put it says 27 years old, right? But then he's Indian and 24, so he's put "Hey pretty," which obviously when someone's saying "Hey pretty," do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, ugh, same old chat lines. And he's put, "I'm Indian," because I said in my profile I prefer Indian guys. 24 years old. I put, "Your profile says 27. I want an honest guy, so you'd be no good. Thanks." And he put, "Sorry, it's my mistake. If you have interest in me," I put, "I can't trust a guy who has an age discrepancy in his profile, so not interested." And he's put, "Okay." And that's a shame because obviously he is actually in the UK. And he did actually approach me. It's really annoying because there's a guy who's Indian on here, and he's in a town where my best friend used to live, my best female friend, and he's not been on the site for a month. And he said he was like a serious guy who was a teacher, I think he said. So he might be a decent Indian guy, but he's gone off the site, which is not surprising because the site's full of rubbish. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, not completely full of rubbish, but a lot of full of rubbish. And now my screen's frozen. And so it's like, it's such a shame because, do you know what I mean? It's a shame these people have to lie, really. Because this guy, you know, is Indian and he could have been good if he wouldn't. Businessman as well, he is. And he's Hindu. But he smokes anyway. I don't want to smoke us, so that's okay. So yeah, you know, you've just got to like really watch what they're up to, these people. Do you know what I mean? And going back to this guy who's from Kathmandu, and I told him it's no, "Oh, I don't notice you want children. I don't, so we will not be suitable anyway." This is another thing. I'm very open on that. Most important thing is the relationship. I bet. Right. One guy I said sorry to, he's like, "Oh, okay, sorry, Sandra." Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm not on here to just make idle pen pal friends. But it's very interesting because one guy was sending me a message saying that he gets approached by women that's not good either. But yeah, so sorry it takes me a long time to go back on all this thing. But I think they have deleted my post about hating sex because I can't see it on there anymore. What was it? What was this guy sending me? Oh, this is a corny chat line as well. "Hey babes, how's your eve?" Question mark, meaning evening. "You are stunning," with a smiley face and two heart eyes. "Wow, hope you don't mind me saying, kiss kiss, happy new year to you. Kiss kiss." I put, "Thanks, but I hate sex. Good luck." Because this guy is literally posing. He's got his phone like this, and he's got like his hand on his hip like this, which is quite a sexual pose, right? It's like, "Come and get me, baby." So yes, it's pretty ridiculous. So it's not only what they say to you, it's actual completely rubbish poses that you wouldn't be interested in at all. So, and then there's another guy going, "Hey, babe, kiss, kiss." Do you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, what? Just, do you know what I mean? Like, it's the same old rubbish chat up lines. Oh, and that's a shame because he lives near me. Shall I mention him back? He lives really near me. Hey, babe, kiss, kiss. I'll just put I hate sex. But you can tell he's gonna love sex because he's written, "Hey, babe, I hate sex. Let's do the biz. I hate sex." That's, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's ridiculous. And this guy lives not far from me. That's what I mean. On this site, there must be some genuine guys on here. Do you know what I mean? It's a shame when they live near you as well. But you know what I mean? It's too anxiety inducing a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be like in problems. Oh, this was the guy. I told you a bit about him the other day, right? This was a guy that goes, this is such a corny chat line. So tell me, gorgeous, if I had to try to kiss those gorgeous lips, would you push me away? If you were trying to kiss me anywhere near a bed and want sex, and yes, I would say no thanks, next. And so he came back with, and what if I wanted to cuddle and kiss all night, which I didn't reply to. Now, I have to tell you something you probably didn't know as an asexual person, that he then put a monkey picture with a question mark. Now, a monkey picture with a question mark means up to monkey business. It usually means something like they're masturbating or they have sex stuff on their mind to do with you. And they're talking about monkey business with you, meaning sexual business. I have a highly sexual friend, foreign friend, who I've known for a long, long time. And in private message to me, he always gets turned on by me. He's got a wife now, thank God, but it still doesn't kind of stop him saying some stuff. So, you know, like he used to tell me, "Oh, I've got to go and masturbate now, dear, because I'm turned on by you," basically. So what he does nowadays, right, instead of using those words, he'll put monkey, which means it's got to go and play with his monkey, which is penis. Do you know what I mean? And masturbate. It's just, ugh. So if a sexual guy ever starts sending you messages with monkey, that's what it usually means, either masturbation or some sexual stuff they want to do with you. And they're up to monkey business. That's what it basically means, sexual business. So, you know, if they do that, then just be aware that's what it usually means, all right? Because obviously as an asexual person, you wouldn't usually know that, would you? You would just think, that's a cute monkey. That's really sweet. Do you see what I'm saying? So, so you've got to be really, really careful with these messages and with these people. And I know there was one guy who said he'd had problems with women on here as well. So I can't remember who that was. It's a shame when they live near you as well and they're so sex mad. Oh, hey cutie is a new one I've got. It's like, do they even bother to read my profile? There was one person, I can't remember who it was. Yeah, exactly. It's Gar, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Oh, this was another guy that was off his head. It's like, so this guy was really weird, right? This is another weird thing you've got to look out for if I can get him up. It's going so, I think my internet's a bit slow today, I have to say. There's a lot of storms though in the UK. There's a lot of bad weather, so I don't think that really helps. So this was it. This guy is abroad. He looks Chinese or Hong Kong. He looks Chinese, I think. But he said, "Hello, beautiful. How are you doing today?" So I put, "Great, thanks, but I'm looking for a guy in the UK." So he put, "Hi, I'm Gavin Chong from Korea." Oh, he's from Korea, but lived most of my life in the United States. But distance I wonder if it's even his real name. Oh, what was it? What was it? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Piling on the charm. But distance is never a barrier for me. And I've been to the UK before too. I don't want a long distance relationship. I'm looking for a guy in the UK who I can spend time with in a serious and committed, no sex forever, monogamous relationship while living separately and not married. So clearly I'm trying to tell him to get lost because I'm not going to marry you for a visa, right? And then he's put, like I said, I'm ready to travel any mile to live with the love of my life. Do you notice how these people have just spent 2 seconds messaging you the next minute your love of their life? Don't be conned by these people. It's conning you or trying to. So I put, like I said, I'm ready to travel any mile to live and with the love of my life. That is a promise I made to myself. I can start a life there with my new partner. And then he must have read my profile because, he must have reread what I said in my message because then he put, you mean you want a relationship while living separately, no sex and no marriage? I'm like, finally, you've got it in your brain. I said, yes, I want a relationship with no sex, not living together and no marriage. So I would not be suitable for you. Then he's put, wow, I've not seen that kind before. It's like I'm some rare species and wouldn't mind trying it out. Like asexuality is a toy or something, which we're clearly not. Wouldn't mind trying it out. Jeez. Shit sexuals say to asexuals. Clearly. What if things get to change with time and you decide to get married and have kids? I mean, what have I just said? Clearly, this guy does not listen. And you know what he's really after is kids and marriage. They all start saying rubbish like, oh, it's fine for me. And then you get the real truth is, I want kids and marriage and sex too. Because I put never. And he put, so tell me, you never want to get married? Never. It's like, do I really have to carry on repeating myself? Are you 3 years old or something? So I put, and have a film, which he meant family. I put, I hate sex and never want kids or marriage. Find someone else. So then he puts, awareness dawns. Exactly, John. It's like, really? Yeah, it's like, truthfully, I don't want it. Yeah. And then his name's Gavin and he's put, oh, no, it's okay. I'm like, oh, it's okay on myself, is it? Right. I think I like you. I lost my wife a few years back during child labour. I'm sorry. It's not funny if it really happened, but obviously this is a sob story he's now giving me because I said I didn't want sex. It's bollocks. Excuse my language. I think I like you. I lost my wife a few years back during child labour. Of course, I meant to feel sorry for him now. I wouldn't mind knowing more about you. I mean, it's just rubbish. It's just absolute rubbish to pull on the emotional heartstrings, kick the wheels, exactly. It's just pulling on the emotional heartstrings. That's what he's trying to do. I don't even reckon it's a real photograph. It's probably a fake one. Do you know what I mean? So it's just ridiculous. So, you know what I mean? Just ridiculous. These people are ridiculous. So, who's this person? Have they got anything decent? This is a new one. Good evening. Oh, this is one of those where you can ask for their photograph. I mean, why on earth don't they put their photograph on there if they've got nothing to hide? Good evening, Sandra. How are you? Not how are you, but how are you? I'm half Welsh, Irish, living in Exeter. Wanna chat sometime? Kiss, kiss. It's like his profile says he lives in Cardiff, Wales, yet he's telling me he lives in my city. And he's got no picture. Dodgy. Very, very dodgy. That's completely dodgy. That's not what your profile says. Do you know what I mean? Your profile says you live in Wales. I don't. Your profile says you live in Wales. I mean, seriously. I think my internet's going so slow. Your profile says you live in Wales. I don't honestly think my I think it's just my live in Wales. So no. It's gonna say yes, I'm originally from there. Ouch. Yeah. So he's staying in Exeter, but he's one where you can't even see his picture. Do you know what I mean? It's probably like some guy who's really sex mad or something. But what's this one? This is another one that doesn't even have a picture. Oh, he's the Hey Babe one. It's a shame because he's good looking as well and he lives near me. So yeah, who else? There was an interesting conversation I had with someone, but I can't find out where it was. That's the trouble. You have to kind of delete some of these after a while because they get too much for you. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there's this guy messaged me. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, why message me this rubbish, right? Like, he contacted me, right? And he lives in a foreign country. And he's put, hey, sunshine, with 4 smiley kisses. And I put, thanks, but I'm looking for a guy in the UK only. He's put, yeah, I'm originally from UK, but live and work in Florida. I mean, what does that matter? I used to live in the UK, but now I'm in Florida. I mean, what does he hope to achieve by that? Do you know what I mean? It's just codswallop. It's just a load of rubbish. It's like, why? What's the point of even contacting me when you don't even live in my country anymore? Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think these people, they just want to pass the time, a lot of them. They honestly do. There's some people that are just, way too old for me on here. Way too old for me. I get messaged quite a lot, and clearly my profile says no. Oh, there was, right, okay, I have to tell you about these ones. Now, this was a conversation that I had with a guy who looks Indian, pretty much, right? And he lives in my country, and he even had the word ace, because obviously ace stands for asexual in his title, but ace also means brilliant, right? So right, listen to this, right? Then you can see the red flag. So this one I put it was me who approached him. I said, hi, how are, because I thought maybe it might be asexual because he's got the word ace in his title, but he wasn't. In the end, I put, hi, how are you? I am Ace 2, which is a nickname for being asexual. I don't experience sexual attraction and hate sex, but romantically attracted to guys. What are you specifically looking for on this site? And fantastic. It would be nice to meet you, Sandra. Well, honestly, I'm not very sure. I'm open. I want someone compatible and see how things go forward. Might do certain things together, maybe hold each other and tell stories. I am also not a big sexual being, so we can see if we are compatible. Do you come to? And he said he's born or Poole or Bournemouth, because that's where he lives. And tell me about your hobbies. So it started off kind of well. And then I put, hi, no, I don't drive and finances are limited at the moment due to factors made redundant some time ago. So my friends come to my city of Exeter to see me. I'm an author and writer and have some books out Amazon. Writing is my hugest passion. I also help other people who are asexual in sexual orientation like me and who don't experience sexual attraction. I write books for asexuals and I also have a YouTube chat show for them too. I am an online course creator too. I also like dancing and particularly to foreign music and go to a club about once a month to do that. And I like the cinema and eating out. This is very important you listen to this bit, I also like to video chat with a guy before meeting him in person. So you must remember, like I told you in previous videos, never, ever, ever meet a guy off one of these dating sites or any dating site, even if it's an asexual guy, without in person, one-to-one, without video chatting first. If the guy's not prepared to do that, he's no good, right? And I asked him 3 questions. 3 questions, right? Remember, I'm looking for a long-term committed relationship. And I asked him just 3 questions. 1 was, what work do you do? 2 was, how long have you been on this site? And 3 was, how long have you lived in the UK for? Right? 3 questions I asked him, right? So when you're talking to a guy, if you ask him 3 questions and he doesn't want to answer them, you know something's up. Red flag, right? So he put, well, there is a list of too many questions, ha ha. So I knew as soon as he said that back, he was not going to be a good guy for me. Red flag. If a guy is not prepared to answer your questions, which there are 3 of them, and I write a lot of stuff, right? If a guy is not prepared to answer 3 questions like that, which aren't really in-depth questions, think about what it would be like down the line if you were to get into a relationship with that type of person. He'd clearly be no good. He cannot connect on a deep emotional level because he doesn't like being asked questions. Any guy that doesn't like being asked questions like that has got something to hide and doesn't really want to connect, and or doesn't really want to connect on a deep emotional intimate level with the person they are specifically talking to, i.e. me, right? Or you, in your case, right? So he put, well, there's a list of too many questions, ha ha. I work in IT and do security, been working for council in the university, he's been in crunches between contracts, so looking for a new one. I am here on and off, but just couldn't find anyone yet. Sandra, let me be honest with you. See? I will translate what you really means. Sandra, let me be honest with you. We can be good and loving friends with a bit of intimacy and want to share. With a bit of intimacy you want to share. That's only possible if we like each other. If that's acceptable to you, then we may do online chat or phone talk. Let me know. So I said, hi, thank you for telling me more about you. To be honest with you, I'm on here to look for a long-term, serious and committed, no sex ever, monogamous relationship. I don't want marriage and kids, and I like to live on my own. But I would like my guy to move to live near me, not with me. I do not like sex ever. I do not take my clothes off for a guy. I like kissing and cuddling if in a relationship. I am looking for a guy who is honest, reliable, and trustworthy, reliable, and open person who also likes talking a lot and enjoys answering any and all questions I may ever have. This is very important. So if you think 3 questions is a lot, then maybe we wouldn't be suitable, especially as you haven't answered one of my questions, which was, how long have you been in the UK? Because he could be after a visa, see? You don't know, especially if his work's not going right. Right, and I also put this, I like long, in-depth conversations about anything and everything. And a guy should not be afraid to say anything and provide proof of age, etc. I want a guy who has nothing to hide. I am not here for friends with benefits or a casual hookup. My time and energy are very precious, and I am on a mission to find the right, strong guy for me for a serious relationship, not just today. I also do not cook or clean for a guy. I am a business girl and do not like such things. So a guy must be able to do all this for himself, because I know if he's the wrong guy, which I pretty much knew would be, and is from that fact he can't even answer 3 messages, that he would literally want to run a mile from that type of conversation. So he put, sorry, I think I am not interested. I wish you all the very best in your search. And I put, thanks for being honest. I put, thanks for being honest. No problem. Take care of yourself. See? Because basically, if they can't answer any question, they're scared about giving me answers. They're not interested in a woman who can't cook and clean or whatever for them, but particularly they don't want to tell me the truth about how long they've lived in this country because they're up to dodgy stuff. You know, a lot of these people, even in the UK, will be still out of visas because they might have come here and they're not legally meant to be here. So I'm not saying it's definitely a situation. I mean, he might like a woman who cooks and cleans for him. He might just really love sex so much because that's what that was the intimacy thing. You know, my intimacy would be kissing, but he's not a asexual person, is he? He's a heterosexual. So he's gonna mean like a hookup, you know, doing sexual stuff, meeting up. Do you know what I mean? And that is not what I'm after. I'm not after that type of guy. So, you know, you've got to be very careful to read between these lines of these people, you know? Read between these lines of these people and what they're actually saying and meaning. You know, if a person's not prepared to answer your questions, don't bother with them. What? There was another one. Oh, yes. This was the other guy. Again, he's foreign in this country. And sorry, my internet's really slow tonight. Right, okay. So this person wrote, "Don't nudge me, no fakes please, don't waste my time." Right, and he had a picture on there last night, but he's got rid of his picture now, which is very interesting. "Hello, morning. I read your profile. I am originally from Sri Lanka, live in the UK. Kindly WhatsApp me," and gave me his WhatsApp number. I put hello. I am not on WhatsApp. I also don't like sex or marriage. Ever or marriage. I know you don't like time wasters and neither do I. So I'm looking for a sex-free, a serious and committed monogamous relationship. I am asexual, not heterosexual. I don't experience sexual attraction. I also don't cook or clean for a guy at all. I'm a business girl. I don't want kids either. I would have liked to know more about you, such as what manager job you do. What exactly are you looking for? Thanks for replying. Not for me, I think. Good luck and bye. I put thanks for being honest. Good luck. So at least he didn't carry on wasting my time. Do you know what I mean? But that's what you got to do. You got to cut to the chase with these people and really hone in and hammer the fact that you don't want sex. You can't stand it. You hate it. Do you know what I mean? And then you just get people, but the amount of people on here that don't even have a picture, I mean, that's dodgy anyway in and of its own right. Do you know what I mean? If someone hasn't got a picture on here, then it's dodgy. Do you know what I mean? It's really, really severely dodgy. Really severely dodgy. But don't forget, there is like so many thousands of people on here that they might be a genuine asexual person. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because obviously I found one guy who doesn't like sexual intercourse. So there might be other guys on here. You never know. I think there's a few decent guys on here, but they're older usually. So I mean, they're in their 40s. Well, this guy's meant to be from England, but I don't know if his picture's real. And he just said hello. I don't even know where the hell that is in the UK. Don't know where it is at all. But he's better because he's just saying hello. I just put hi. But yeah, so you got to just watch these people. You know, and just watch out for really rudeness and people like not accepting you for who you are, you know, and don't bother with these people that are just like after visas or after a slave or after someone to meet up for an intimate encounter, because a lot of them on here are for intimate encounters, you know. But like I've had a couple of guys, there's some guys on here that are messaging me saying, "How are you getting on?" Because they're not getting on that well either. So this guy that does look older, but he does look like a doctor actually. I say he looks a bit Indian, but he said to me, "Any luck?" So he's been nicer and down to earth. He put "any luck." I put "hi, thanks for asking. Well, lots of guys messaging me, but not the right ones. I hate sex and want a guy in the UK." And he said, "I know that you mean." I think he meant, "I know what you mean." And I put, "What's your experience of using this site?" And he put rubbish, to be honest. And then I said, oh, you look foreign. Were you born in the UK? Because he does look foreign, this guy. He's got slightly coloured skin from what I can see. But yeah, so, you know, I mean, the good thing about being a high quality person, someone's not intersex, you will stand out a mile, you know, so your profile will stand out a mile to the wrong people, but it'll also stand out a mile to the right people, you know, because you're going to find people on there that do actually probably resonate with you, because there is like so many people on here, do you know what I mean? So there's bound to be some asexuals, I would have thought, somewhere. Oh, this is the guy that started messaging me. He did say he liked me, but he's too old for me. But anyway, he put, hi there, Sandra. My name is so-and-so. How's your day been? And how's the mingle site treating you? I like your picture. You look very nice and you have a good profile. Have you had a lot of interest on the site, Sandra? So at least he's talking a bit more decent to me. Do you know what I mean? And it put, you will do well. He's put, you will do well on here, Sandra, if you like Indian and foreign men, because I get a lot of messages of foreign women. So I hope it gives well for you, and hope you are enjoying it so far. I have had quite a lot of messages back. Yes, just I hate sex, and most guys on here seem to want that, and I'm not interested at all. So many guys are not suitable for me. And he's put, hi, Sandra, nice to hear from you. That's good. Yes, another thing I found out, that black guys are popular with women on here. He started going on about black guys. It's really weird. Black guys are popular with women on here. Contacted some women here and a lot replying saying only interest in black guys. Do you like black guys, Sandra? And I put, yeah, but I prefer Indians and Indian guys and Middle Eastern. I like tan skin. And then look overall, there are a lot of scammers here too, as I'm sure you know. And then he put, well, as they are, Sandra, oh, this is really funny. I thought this was hilarious. Well, as they say, Sandra, experimentation is the key to find the right partner. So you're single. Why not try them all? And I put, I already have done. I don't expect he was expecting me to message that back, because I have dated a black guy before. I have kissed a black guy before, and I've kissed a Bangladesh guy before, more than one, and I've now kissed an Indian guy before since last year. So I pretty much, and Middle I had boyfriends that were Middle Eastern. So yeah, I've kissed, and a Portuguese guy I've kissed before I dated. You know, I've kissed quite a few guys. And then he put, good one. And what's the result? Who's the best, black guys or Indian guys? I've already I put in my profile I'm interested in Indian guys. If I was interested in black guys, I'd put black guys, wouldn't I? But that's quite rude. You've got to be very careful what you say these days anyway. Do you know what I mean? I put Indian. He put, see, I know 2 women that have black boyfriends and they say they wouldn't be dating white guys again. The only problem is most that contact me from abroad, they mostly always ask for something, Sandra. The one asked me to buy £600 mobile phone. I was like, yeah, certainly. How can I pay you? With a like that face. So in other words, they're idiots. There's as many women idiots on here, it seems, as men. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, this is really funny. He's in France. Hi, Sandra. Are you interested in a 22-year-old Latino man? I actually had a Latino boyfriend. That's quite funny. But he lives in Paris. So what good's that to me? He lives in Paris, he's actually really cute. Very, very cute. He's 22. He's very, very cute. But yeah, I've actually been, the guy I was with was in his 20s at the time. I'm on my way, hat tip. I don't think you're in your 20s, John, are you? Do you mean you're on your way to me, or you're on your way to Paris? But yeah, so I'll probably message him back. He is quite cute. With any luck, he'll be one of the ones that go, I'm in Paris, but really I'm in Exeter. I doubt it. That's what I mean, though. They just write rubbish. Absolute rubbish, a lot of them. But yeah, when they see you online, they just really reply all the time. That's why I've got new messages. But yeah, and then it's like I've got 108 matches on here. clearly they're not matching me for no sex. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's quite, when I mean, the general consensus on here is they go, hello, pretty, hello, gorgeous, hi, sexy, and stuff like that. And it's just rubbish. A lot of those people clearly just don't even read your profile. And it seems like they've deleted the post where I said, I hate sex. Does anyone else hate it? Do you know what I mean? Because I can't find that. So yeah. So just be very careful and very wary on all these type of sites of people trying to lure you in. And that includes on asexual dating sites and ASAP. There are people on there that are asexual that can try and get you into an online relationship. You don't want that. You don't want to be having an online relationship. I know someone who Bangladeshi actually is, and he lives in Bangladesh, and he was having a long distance relationship online with this woman. He's not asexual. And he was having a long distance relationship with her for about 4 or 5 years. And then his mum got him to marry someone else. And he ended up getting divorced very, very quickly. But yeah, he's got another girlfriend now. But it didn't work out. His mum pushed him into a marriage. And like two months later, I think he was on his way to being divorced because the dad didn't like him. So the dad of the daughter didn't like him. So, it was just I don't know if he did something to her or what, but but yeah, so, always be wary of people, as well. And, what I'm saying is a waste of time having long distance relationships a lot of the time, because a lot of the time they don't work out. However, if it's a long distance relationship in your own country, that's more likely to be a viable option. But if it's long distance, as in part way around the world, you've got to make plans in that scenario of one person going to the country to meet the other person, usually within about 8 months. You don't want to be in a long distance relationship with someone who's studying for 3 years or more, because that's not fair on you. You could go out and meet the person of your dreams, and yet you're stuck with this long distance relationship with a person you don't even know if it's going to work out, because if you never met them before, you don't know them. It doesn't matter how that you think you know them if you don't know them. People are very different in real life, in person, than they are, on the internet. You have to remember that, and don't be taken in by asking a woman to go over to their country or to go in abroad and meet them. Don't do dodgy stuff like that. I hate any guys asking that. I think, how dare you ask a female in this day and age, right, with a lot of crime around, to go abroad and meet you when she don't even know you? How dare you? The guy should go to the woman. I'm very old fashioned like that, and it's not about just being old fashioned, it's about safety. Why would any guy, respectable, kind, considerate guy who's good quality, be doing that? He wouldn't. I have there is a guy in my city on meetup.com that I messaged from a meetup group, and he said he replied back and said he'd love to go to the cinema with me to watch a superhero movie. And he looks foreign, older than I usually go for, but very handsome. So I'm hoping that works out, really, because he's in my city. And he's in a lot of activity groups and stuff. So he's not in, he seems a quality guy. But he did message me back. Even if we just end up being friends and nothing more, it'd be better. It'd be good for me to be, hang around a guy who's foreign, but he does look handsome. And I don't know if he's single, but he's, he was asking in this meetup group, so who wants to go and see the Joker? And I messaged him saying, the Joker's too dark for me, but I wouldn't mind, I like superhero movies. So he messaged me back going, Sandra, I'd love to see a superhero movie with you. So I've messaged him back and said, well, before I meet up with anyone in person on one-to-one rather than in group, I'd like to video chat with them first if you're up for it, and gave them my phone number. So I don't know if anything will come of that, but it would be nice because he looks like a really decent guy. But I don't know what, maybe he might even, not be the type of relationship person. Do you know what I mean? He might just like hanging out with women as friends. So, but it was nice to have a message back from a decent quality guy for a change. That's not on here. It's on meetup.com, which is a site for meeting up with people to do activities, like go to see concerts and go for a walk and go to the pub and go for a dance and that kind of thing. And this guy likes cooking and dancing from what I've seen. So I'm like, oh, that sounds quite promising. So, I think it's best as an asexual person, you keep your options open, go on whatever sites you feel comfortable and you can handle. Just try and keep, like looking for different options, right? Dating is a numbers game. The more people you come into contact with, the more people you speak to, the more likely you are to find the love of your life eventually, right? But you just have to know about a lot of the red flags that I've told you about tonight. You have to look up, there's a lot of other videos on my channel about what's a narcissist, different 12 signs of a narcissist, all that type of thing. Go look out for those type of videos on my channel. Go to my channel, search in the about section, for my videos, and do find out all the different types of, scams and stuff that's going on. So you're just like more clued up, you're more savvy to these things, and then you're more protected, you know more about what to do and what not to do. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. If you like this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, John, for joining me. It's lovely to have you here from Twitter. So I really, really appreciate that. Thanks to Fiola as well. And thanks to everyone else who's watched tonight. I really, really appreciate you being here on this channel, part of my community. I love you lots. And thank you so much for being here. Like I said, if you have got friends, family, or anyone who thinks will be, good to see these videos, please share that Asexualized, my Asexual Life channel with them. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you do get notified of every time I go live like now, post new videos. It's really important that you have the bell icon hit down, and so you'll get notified, yeah. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video or live stream. So take care, embrace your quality and each other's, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.